What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel. If you'd like to stay up to date with boxing news, please hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Man, oh man, oh man. We got to put some respect on Jake Paul's name, man. We really do. We really do. He just scored a knockout of the year type knockout against a former elite athlete. A lot of people want to say, oh, he's taking on these MMA fighters. Why doesn't he fight a real boxer? There's that. You gotta remember, this guy, he just took up boxing himself. He was just a YouTuber. He picked up boxing. I'm sure he probably was working out and realized he had a little bit of power and had talent, and now pursued this whole career where he's fighting non-boxers and making money out of it. So he's knocking out a former basketball player who took up boxing late, just like him. He knocked out Ben Askren, a UFC fighter who took up boxing late, just like him. And now he just knocked out Tyron Woodley, a former MMA fighter, former elite athlete who just took up boxing just like him. So a lot of people saying like, oh, he needs to fight better competition. But at the end of the day, he's fighting to the level of his competition. He had a close fight with Tyron Woodley the first time. And this fight was, although it was boring as hell and like was terrible to watch like throughout the whole fight, it was a close fight. It wasn't like Jake Paul was blowing him away and Woodley wasn't totally out of his class. It's like, no, they were pretty much even fighters up until that knockout. And when people score knockouts, you got to give credit. Again, and he's not knocking out guys who are truck drivers or cab drivers or Uber drivers. Like, he's knocking out a former basketball player and two former UFC guys, two guys who are fighters, two guys who have been kicked in the head, kicked in the leg, punched in the face. They have experiences of taking blows. You know what I'm saying? And he's knocking them out. He's knocking them out. As far as the performance, the fight was horrible. The fight was terrible to watch. I was like, me and my boy were texting the whole fight like, damn, man, this thing is so boring. I can't believe, this is on pay-per-view, blah. And then out of nowhere, boom, scored that knockout. But one thing I did see in the Jake Paul fight was he did gas out very early. And if he's gonna be stepping up his competition, fighting a Tommy Fury, fighting other guys who are either more take boxing a little bit more serious, he cannot, and I mean cannot, gas out. That's the worst thing you could do in boxing is gas out, because when you get tired, you can't protect yourself. You can't create offense to get the fighter off of you. So if he's really serious about pursuing a boxing career, even if he stays in this lane of just fighting former MMA fighters and lower level competition, he needs to work on his conditioning. He needs to get a strength and conditioning coach. He needs to get a nutritionist. He needs to get a chef. He needs to really invest in this boxing game if he's going to take it serious and really try to compete. And but yeah, as far as that, if he can get all that under control, the fight I want to see him fight next is Anderson Silva. I know I'm feeding into the bullshit. I know. But Anderson Silva beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who isn't necessarily a world beater in the boxing game, but hey, he beat him. This guy with experience, somebody who never took the sport serious. But point is, he has enough experience to beat a Anderson Silva, you would think, and Anderson Silva beat him. Anderson Silva also knocked out future Hall of Famer, if not already Hall of Famer, Tito Ortiz in the MMA world, knocked him out with one punch. And I've seen Anderson Silva in the ring. He has skills. That dude knows what he's doing in the boxing ring. I remember he was one time in negotiations with fighting Roy Jones in a boxing match. And the fight never happened for whatever reason. But point is, I'm pretty sure he was taking that serious and may have been training. This was about 10, 12 years ago. May have been training boxing and may have been picking up on little things, watching film. And it looks like he has. He's scored knockouts as well as far as Tito Ortiz. So I would love to see that be Jake Paul's next fight. And because, Anderson Silva was one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. So you just beat Ben Askren, a good champion. I'm not sure a champion, a good fighter. Woodley, who was a really, really good champion, maybe a Hall of Famer. And then you go to Anderson Silva, one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. And let's say you knock him out. That would be impressive. That would be impressive. And also, if you come out gassed out in the second, third round against Anderson Silva, he'll knock you the fuck out. I can guarantee you that. Anderson Silva is somebody who has a lot more boxing experiences than the two guys you just fought. He's also a lot more skilled, faster hands, and from what I saw in the Tito Ortiz fight, has a lot more power. So as far as him and Jake Paul's next fight, who would I want to see him fight next? I would love to see him fight Anderson Silva, and then after that, Tommy Fury, because then you can play off the he pulled out, and you know now I'm finally facing a boxer. You guys are saying I'm scared to face boxers, and also Tommy Fury could gain a little bit of experience. I ain't like what I saw in his last fight, to be honest. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Is this knockout of the year? I know it sounds crazy, but this was a pay-per-view main event, sold out arena. God knows how many pay-per-views sold. And so this had a lot of eyeballs in, and he scored a one-punch savage knockout. So it's in the running of knockout of the year. Is this your knockout of the year? If not, write in the comment section which knockout you have as your knockout of the year. As well as I go live every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. If you guys want to join me and call in, whether you agree or disagree, that's all cool with me. I'll give you the option to call in and let me know your opinion, as well as hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And follow me on Twitter @_BroadwayJoel. But all right, guys, until next time, peace.